Today I will be completing the October 1st, 2022 United States SAT exam. This will be the first video, and there will be more to come of the full completed exam of the October 1st SAT in 2022. So as always, we begin first with the reading test. And the reading test is going to be split up into different videos. The first video, this one will include the first two passages, and in the second video it will include the rest of the passages, which are the rest of the three. So, okay. Passages from the narrator's meeting with a former employer, an artist whose company later became. I've come to okay, so an artist whose company. Okay, wait. So is my thing not working? Okay, time out. Why is my thing not working now? Okay, wait. Sorry. What is going on? Okay. Is it this? Okay, so it is drawing. Okay. So, what color? Let's do black. And yeah, so it should be able to, yes, okay. Narrator's meeting with the artist's company later becomes. Okay, I've come to inquire that if you work for that. I don't want to be hired because of my need for kindness. I want to be. So basically, what is it? Who is it? Who is the narrator is saying that because he or she, the narrator, was formerly employed by Tiffany. He wants to be hired again, not because of his kindness, but because of the talent he has for whatever work he or she used to do. Indeed, was all he offered. So he got a job. But now it's failed to suspend his new projects. So new projects. Okay, Byzantine general. 4 times will be the greatest assembly artist since. Only 93. The name for Tiffany. So okay. Tiffany will be, basically what it's saying is that Tiffany will be recognized by the world. Instead of swinging his arms enough to embrace the whole world, to show his recognition. Since it's open to run of Christ. Now he's just explaining his plans. You don't know, there's an opportunity for me to shine. Okay, he's showing. He's just even. So they're beautiful, my breath whistles between my own open lips. So, surprise. Above the video, you transform this is incredible. It's not sure how I could get more. Okay. So I just captivated by its beauty. The jewels, in the background. To get my hands on these. Feel the coolness. To get my hands on those gorgeous hues. Maybe that's important. Forget everything. I see. Only you would put peacocks in a chap. Don't you know he said this? First one. He chuckled. Okay. So it's kind of like, it's in this paragraph. They're kind of being like humorous. So I was on safe ground. That's done. So more plans. Don't break the. He looked at it with nothing. Showed me or hugging. He looked at it with nothing and showed me its size. So it's very large. It's like you were hugging the thing. I stuck back then. Why did you reduce it? So this is kind of like a plan the narrator has to kind of change the design. Jerks his head up with a startled expression, as if it were his own. Just think where that could go. Whispered. Okay. Which choice best describes what happens in the passage? Well, the narrator reflects on how the behavior of another. Well, I wouldn't say changed. I don't think there was no change of the of Tiffany. So I don't. Yeah, it's not that. Next, the narrator struggles to understand the motivations of another character. Well, I don't know about struggling to understand the motivations, so it's not about any struggle. The narrator discusses shared professional interest with another character. Well, I mean, we did see this. This was evident with the plans that the narrator had for the paintings and stuff like that. So I do think looks good. Okay, the problem with this is it was not her project; it was Tiffany's project. So I do think it's choice C. That's correct. According to this passage, Tiffany looks forward to the upcoming Watermelon as an opportunity to what? Okay. Oh, this was the recognition to be more known, and that's why he swung open his arms. Yes, gain greater popular recognition. He wanted to be more known. Okay. Question 3. Narrator indicates that Tiffany performs or new projects by what? Showing a series of plans. Yes, I mean that's what happens throughout actually the whole text. He just shows the narrator a bunch of plans that she has. Presenting several. There's nothing finished. Asking her opinion of the watercolor. No. Explaining a chart of it. No. Which choice based on the narrator recognizes the potential importance? So which line? Okay, you have to kind of absorb it and understand the question. Which of these lines will show that the narrator has an importance to Tiffany's business, a contribution? Okay, line 34. My breath whistled between. That shows no contribution to her work whatsoever. 46 to 47. And interpret the lines very literally. So, to get my hands on these gorgeous. That doesn't show any contribution. That just shows she loves her work. 69. I was struck by a tantalizing idea. Imagine. Okay, that shows no contribution. That just shows that an idea came to her mind. Again, view it literally. So, let's think where that could go, I whispered. Yeah, this is showing that where because of her plan, now she's offering an insight. Where could this go? So it means she has importance. Is using line 38 true? Most really means. Okay, true. Thorns replaced by large glass and true in defining Tiffany style in kind of like a characteristic way. Honest, characteristic. Wow, exactly. Yes. Loyal. No, factual. In a way that defined Tiffany. Context and narrator is a reference to a pipe organ. Okay. 41. Pipe organ. Sunny child they vibrate together as surely as chords. So it's an analogy to show how these how the liqueur vibrated as the chords of it. So it's an analogy. It's used to compare. Okay, in a context and reference to the pipe organ, draws inspiration from. No, it's not from music. We cannot assume this. She draws from music. Reveal her surprise activity. There's no surprise. Let's show a perception of the vividness of the colors. Well, I mean, maybe, yeah. Provide an example of an image Tiffany depicts. No, okay, the problem with this is it's not an example of an image she depicts in her waterfall. It's just the comparison, the illusion, the metaphor. That's why it's not D, it's choice C. The narrator's remarks in lines 53 to 54 and 58 to 59. Okay. 53 to 54. Only you would put peacocks in chapel. What a lucky find the convenient. Oh, he chuckled. This was like the humorous tone you were talking about that I mentioned. So kind of they're laughing, they were kind of playing with one another. Envious. Okay, definitely not envious. Good natured and yeah, amusement. It was humorous. It's not puzzlement, and it was not open admiration. You may be tempted by this, but it was not open admiration. In context, in line 66 to 68. Okay. 66 to 68. He looked at it with nothing short of love and showed me its size. It just shows his kind of love for his work. That's what it shows. That's what you should get out of that. No, definitely not exaggerate his own importance. Weighing his preference. Ooh, okay. It's not his preference for creating large-scale works. It's just his preference for his own work. You might be tempted, okay, since it's a large work and he puts his hands out wide, that means he loves his work, yes. But it doesn't mean he has a preference for creating large-scale artworks only. Demonstrating the personal warmth he expresses. No, it was not. It was towards his work. Yes, the excitement. Can also reasonably be inferred from the passage that the narrator's talents include an ability to do what? Devise imaginative name. She never did that. Hence, an existing. Yes. Provide authoritative critique. Not authoritative. She never created sketches. And where was this? Okay, I'll show you where it was. It was right here. I was struck by a tantalizing idea. Imagine it ruse. So she took her project. The narrator took Tiffany's project and she enhanced it. Imagine it reduced. So she gave a recommendation. And then Tiffany looked up with a certain expression, knowing that it's a good idea. So it's gonna be what was it? 69 to 72. Yeah. Okay. Questions 11 to 20. Let's begin. Okay, a paraphrase. The same is not true for the rapidly. So, industrialized may have benefited from larger, but not urbanized may have benefited of the development. Okay. The studies. There's a connection between city size and nationwide. So there's a connection between city size and economic performance. To ensure robustness, it controls for variables. So it's controlling for these variables because these variables can affect its experiment. Okay. Size of cities or metro areas across the world. Cities in the developing world growing much faster. Okay. The cities grown much faster, much larger than those more developed nations. Okay. Blah blah blah. This is giving the statistics. It's not that important. Urbanization has been thought of, but the study finds a connection as well. Okay, this is important. Advanced nations benefit from having larger cities. So advanced benefits from large. Developed do not benefit from large. Okay, that's important. Advanced nations experience for developing nations, the nation. Okay. Yeah. So more people in developing nations does not have any economic benefits, but advanced nations with large cities do. The developing nations tend to get a bigger bang for the buck first. Okay, so what this is saying is that for developing, yes, we smaller or medium sized cities. Okay, these countries okay. Well, this makes sense. Bigger, more developed countries are more likely to play host to knowledge-based industries that require urban. Okay, there are several cities, and the poorest, least developed parts. Places a false expectation that urbanization is always associated with prosperity. Okay, this doesn't make sense. raw materials that flow from the surrounding countryside to the city can all be inexpensively imported from other parts of the world. The connection between large cities and growth has become much more tenuous, producing a troubling new pattern of urbanization without growth. Okay. The main purpose of this passage is to describe the causes and consequences of a phenomenon. I mean, they did. That looks good. They did describe the causes. The causes, they mentioned it here. The effects, they mentioned it. The advanced benefits economically, the developed do not. Bigger bang for their buck. 500,000 people. The statistics, that's the effect. That looks good. Propose a new solution. They didn't propose a solution. They didn't question the research. Critique the methodology used to arrive. They didn't critique anything. I think it's A. Choices and country's unique historical first. So what can distort economic growth and urban population size? Oh, it was this part. Because I said earlier in the video, it controls for variables such as these things, because these variables can affect the connection between city size and nationwide economic performance. That's why they control. It's like, think of an experiment. They control for this variable because it would have an effect. So I think it was in the middle. It was right here. I think it's B. 13. Based on the passage, which was best to have the relation between. Well, okay, the first study. What happened in the first study? Blah, blah, blah. The size developed. What cities in development going much, blah, blah, blah. Okay, urbanization has been blah, blah, blah. Their latest study, the reason. So it's kind of like just, how would I say? Just they're doing more things to kind of like investigate this. So, the second study corrects the no, there's no error. Second study confirms our hypothesis that we're unable to confirm. No. Yeah, they build on it. They add on to each other. They just do more research. Using line 29, feature most nearly means what? But the urbanization has been thought of, but the study finds the connection is not so simple. Wait, what? Wait, time out. Feature. Okay, sorry, I was looking at. Urbanization has been thought of it as a necessary component, a necessary part. That was pretty easy. Specialty, peculiarity, and a component, yes. Can most readily be inferred from that a mega city's economic impact on a country is what? Okay, where do they talk about mega cities? They talk about it here. They failed to spur significant growth rapidly urbanizing. Okay, let's go back. Bigger cities tend to have a more positive. Having mentioned this makes sense. Bigger, more developed countries are more likely to play host to knowledge-based industries that require urban. So these bigger, developed countries will be in more contact with these industries that require these urban economies. So kind of the mega cities, they're in close contact with industries. The bigger developed ones. It's greater. The economic impact is greater in countries with larger physical land. I don't think this is true. I don't know. I don't know about that one. Depending on the types of companies located. I mean, yes, I think this is true. I just said that they're in contact with the industries and the companies. Relatively equal, no. Neutralized, no. I'm just not sure if A is tripping me up. Let's check out the choices. 7 to 10. Okay, that has nothing to do with mega cities. 30 to 32. while advanced nations benefit from it, developing nations do not. It doesn't show anything about megacities, or at least support anything in these answers. 48 to 50. Oh, 48 to 51. Yes, this was the part with the companies. Yes, so it is this one. Yes. Question 17. The main purpose of the 6th paragraph. 6th paragraph was right here, right? Or 7? Okay, this is just explaining why mega cities fail. That's pretty much it. Develop an argument, maybe. Nah, I wouldn't say argument. Just provide an overview of existing. No. Develop a claim. Yeah. Mega cities. Yeah. Develop a claim. That's basically what they did. Widely accepted. Oh, sorry. What? Okay, this is Siri. Okay, sorry about that. Identify a widely accepted theory about cities. It wasn't accepted because in the end they said something about the falseness of it. The very causes of... No, that was not the purpose of it. They did mention that, but it was not the purpose. Let's use line 69 for producing. There is become producing, creating. Yeah, that gotta be it. Creating, supplying, creating. For those vocabulary and context questions, try to answer it in your head before you see the answer choice, like I did. And then you don't let like the possibility of any other choices like supplying or directing or containing influence you, because then you would just be like in your mind, you would just be like adding to an answer, and whenever you add to an answer, it's gonna be wrong. It's just a common thing. I do it, we all do it. It's just like we mentally add to an answer when we know it's not correct to justify it, because an answer that may be correct, it may seem wrong to us at first sight. According to the graph, what range of years median city population in developing countries surpass that of high income? So where did develop surpass high? Develop surpass high. Oh my gosh, sorry. Develop surpass high. Develop is this right here, this point. So I would say 1994, something like that. Well, I don't think they will give you an exact year. Oh, so they give you like this. Okay. So like, let's see. 1990 to 1995. Yeah. Or 1990 to 2000. 1990 to 90. Yes. Which claim from the passage is best supported by the graph? The median population so sharply that cities in high income. Well, okay, let's see. Is it growing sharply? Yes. Look, it's going up, slowly, up, slowly, slowly. It's not dramatic. That's sharp. That's a sharp increase. While this one's like this up, this down, this up, this down, this. Yes, that's correct. Yes, it is A. Yeah, I'm surprised because usually for these long like supported graph questions, usually the answer is like D or C or towards the end. I'm surprised they gave you just 2 freebies. So yeah, that is it for this first part of the video, and the next video will be the following passages for the October 2022 October SAT. Yes.